Well, hi there, Aries. This is Carrie at wooingnature.life. I hope everything is good with you. Everything is good with me. I feel great. I'm feeling like things are starting to move differently. I have been paying attention to the signs that I was given to pay attention to, and I've been doing that. Things are opening up and things are to open just a little bit. I want you to take your time, Aries. I don't want you to dash out there. This is a special message for you. No time to dash. Just kind of ease in and ease back into your situation. So today I'm going to be reading from the Sibyl's Oraculum. This is a different divination system. It's a 44 card system, so anybody who rocks with 11s and 44s might like this one. I'll be pulling 4 cards from that deck. There's core issues, there's how to deal with the core issues, all wrapped up in that reading. And then I'm going to be reading from Deborah Koff Chapin, and that's the soul cards. And I'll also be reading from the Steampunk Tarot. So the tarot reading for today will be from Steampunk. And then I'm going to be pulling some animal cards. I don't always do animal cards because I do animals for real, but there's no way for me to, or maybe there's a way for me to make that happen with you. That's quite a process, but instead we just rely on the technology of the cards. Cards are technology here at Wooing Nature. All right. So I'm going to be reading from Sibyl's Oraculum first. We're just going to get kind of some core ideals focused on. When I get to the soul cards, then we'll be dealing with some emotional things, steampunk for the work, and then we'll do the animal totals and just see what kinds of energies are around us. So hold tight. I'll be right back. All right, so the Sibyl's Oraculum here, the very first card is accumulation. So that's something for you to think about. It's like a core issue for you, Aries, is accumulation. Now, I am reading these straight intuitively. There is another part to this. There's a text. There's, the oraculum gets very deep, but I'm just doing this straight intuitively for today. And then combined with this accumulation, we have complexity. Okay? Accumulation, and we have complexity. Now, accumulation is an interesting thing because everybody kind of wants to see this. They want to see their life look like a big bowl of cherries, right? They want it to be abundant. We talk about abundance. We talk about wealth. We talk about manifesting. We're talking about it a lot, right? And every time you put that energy into the universe, guess what? It's going to come back because that's what it's designed to do. So if some of you are experiencing accumulation and any of the complexities that are associated with the accumulation, then just know that this is where you are right now. So there's a few lessons here. One, the lesson is what you put out comes back for real. When you ask for abundance, it comes, and it also comes with its share of complexity. So don't get bent out of shape right now. There's no need for you to get bent out of shape. I'm going to pull 2 action cards from you from this deck, and we're going to see what to do about all of this. And again, if you want to take a deeper dive into the oraculum, you can reach out to me. I'm at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.com. These readings are not on the website, so you might, that's why I'm letting you know that. Hold on, y'all know I got cards dropping. They always do. All right, so moving right along. We've got detachment, all right? Remember I said I was going to pull some action cards for you so you'll know what to do about the complexities associated with the accumulation that you have. See, it's like when you ask for more comes, but it's more of what you ask for plus more of everything else that comes with it. See, that's the unseen. And that's what a lot of us are afraid of. We're afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of that part that we can't see. But, we can handle it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there, okay? So we've got detachment, and we also have abandonment. Whoa, okay. So there's a couple of things for you to think about, and I want you to think about them. I'm going to get into how to think about it. Okay, so when we're talking about detachment, it really is the attachment to what you think about the thing that you asked for. That's what it is. So that's where you're detaching from, because your perception of something makes you want it. Okay? It's what you think it is. That's why they say the grass is not always greener on the other side. Okay, Aries? It's an old saying, but it didn't stop being true. So what comes with it, you are learning how to detach, but more specifically, not from the thing that you're looking at. You're detaching from the thought that was the impetus for you asking for the thing. So that's it. And then the action, the for real show enough thing to do is start abandoning. Now, I want to be careful about that word abandonment, because it's not about leaving somebody or something high and dry. No, that's not what this is. Abandonment in this sense to me is knowing when to hold it and knowing when to fold it, knowing when the time is up, knowing when, okay, I can't do this. And it's okay. Now, if this is related to something that you're doing with someone else, like you're in a partnership of some sort, then you're going to have to break this to them easily, those that you need to detach from, and just let them know this is not something that I feel like I can handle at this time. And people will respect you for that. They won't respect you if you just bail. Okay, so don't bail. Explain, communicate, and then say this is something that I thought I could do. It's not something that I feel like I can do anymore, and so now I'm going to move on. And wherever that sits for you, for some of you, this accumulation might look like people, money. It could look like opportunities, or it could just be things that you put your hands in, and now you got to try to, balance it all out. So anyway, good lessons there, good things to think about in June. Nothing bad, just detachment and knowing how to close the door on some deals that you probably aren't down for, or you're not really able to make good on. And that happens, Aries. That's just, hey, it's a lesson learned. That's all you got to say. It's a lesson learned. And you know, I was going to say you can pay for it out of your ass. It is what it is. That's okay. You're learning. It's okay. All right, so I'm going right to Deborah Koff here. I really like her cards. If you guys want to check out her website, or if you want to look her up or Google her or whatever, she has a really interesting method for creating these little artistic works. And so I use them quite a bit in my practice because they are purely intuitive. They come from a purely intuitive place. So when something comes from a purely intuitive place, it lends itself to intuition. So I really like that about them. All right, so we got a couple of things going on here. We've got some budding and some growing happening. Great, groovy. I love that. You are coming out of your shell. You're coming out of yourself. You are also at the same time returning to a more childlike space within you, which is good. This is what needs to happen. This is the way the information and the energy comes through. See, you have to be like a little child in order to receive some of these messages that are coming through. So for some of you, you're getting it through your dreams, like you're asleep and you're knocked out, and so you're not on. You know what I mean? For some of you, you are having these experiences that are breaking you down to some real serious, it's breaking up all the stuff and getting you down to some root level causes within yourself. And what happens when that happens is that you're humbled, not just humble, but you're able to return to a I don't know anymore space. And when you don't know, then learning can come in. When you think you know everything, can't nobody get through your thick skull. That's real. All right, so that's what's going on right now. You are protected. during this process. That's what I'm getting here. There's a lot going on with your solar plexus. You might be feeling like I don't know, some of you might be feeling any kind of burning in your stomach or stuff like that. Get that checked out medically. But also you need to look at your solar plexus, because the solar plexus is the will space. That's where your will is. And so right now, your will, which is connected to your inner child, is speaking and needs to speak, and so it needs to be open so that that can happen. So work on your third chakra, okay? And then we've got this abundance happening again. We talked about accumulation. I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing, this is great, I'm glad we went to this, because I'm seeing that there's a way for you to spread the wealth. Okay, so maybe you might not need to abandon everything. Maybe there's a way for you to share what it is that you have received with someone else so they can march it forward. Then you can see your vision manifest and you don't have to feel so obligated or tied to it. So it's just, get creative. Get creative about that. And then this card here, what I'm seeing, I never know which way I want this to be. But I'm seeing you gaining inner strength from yourself. And the experience that you're having will strengthen you. I know that for sure. Again, I'm seeing the third chakra energy. I'm also seeing, I don't know, this could be, okay. Okay. So this is some ancient stuff. This is some ancient energy stuff that's coming through for you. Okay, so this is going back to this right here. This is some ancient energy stuff going on for you, Aries. This is you connecting to a spiritual energy that is, it's way back. It's way, way back. And you're going to start to feel the changes inside of yourself. You're going to feel them physically, probably first, but then also your thoughts are going to shift and change, is what I'm seeing here. This is going to happen. This is not something you need to really even think about. It's something that's going to happen anyway. It's a part of the ascension and your ascension. And so that ascension process is bringing forward certain entities. I don't want to scare you, but certain entities or spirits that are going to surround themselves around you and really give you the energy that you need. And they're probably going to help you with this. Remember what I was telling you about, and you feeling like, oh my God, I've got all this stuff to do. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, just stop, pray, get still, meditate, whatever it is that your practice is for getting still. That's what you want to do, okay? Whatever that is, wherever that lies for you, Aries. All right, good deal. Thank you, Deborah Chapin. I know I'm not saying her name right, but indigenous people can't talk. Oh, Lord. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, everyone. That's not true. All right, so I'm moving right along. Moving right along. Okay. We already have something for you, Aries. We've got justice in reverse, okay? Justice in reverse. You may be feeling it right now. You're feeling the lack of balance. You're feeling the lack of balance, and you're feeling it because you're overwhelmed by all of the accumulation. It's an accumulation of stuff. And you're feeling the lack of balance in it. And it's, you're fair to do so. That's fair. In other words, that's a fair assessment is what I'm saying. All right. Talk to me about justice here. What's going on? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it, man. That's you. There's everything that's been handed to you, and now your arms are folded. You had this idea at one point about what it was supposed to be like, but it's not, panning out quite like the way you planned it. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I do understand. Okay? But what you're going to have to do, Aries, is just kind of take some time out and break it down. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to take some time out for yourself. You're going to have to get a reprieve away from it all. Don't abandon it, but just get a reprieve. Remember where the love was with it, because there was a love for that, like there was a desire, a deep desire. So it's like you want to go back to it. You want to go and find yourself back to the pure place in what you were asking for. But don't forget what we said before about also thinking about what was the motivation behind it, what perceptions led up to it. Because it's not pure intentions, it's pure intentions. And so then you have to think your way through it, okay? I'm also getting for some of you that there may be two people around you right now, two people and it's not a, it's, they're not, I think maybe these people may be mentors, or they may be people around you that can serve as a mentor of sorts. They both represent energies that you want to embody or that you want to embrace within yourself. One is compassion and love, and not to sound flaky, but what you have a love for, right? And then the other is how to organize that, how to think through how that looks on planet Earth, because ideas are great. They're ideas and they're great and you love them and they're exciting and all of that kind of stuff. But if you want to manifest those visions on planet Earth, there's some real nuts and bolts thinking that goes around that, and you need that information as well. Change is coming. It is coming in relationship with that. Don't give up, Aries. Don't give up and don't get disgruntled. I'm seeing this being you right here. Oh, and you got to release the burdens around it. So what this is telling me is that you're kind of taking it on, whatever all of this stuff is, you're taking it on. It's not for you to take on, it's for you to release. But the way for you to do that is to go and kind of get away from it a little bit. There are these two people that I feel like are showing up in your life around this, that are helping you understand something about yourself and about what it is that you need to do. And so that is the impetus for the change here. I'm still looking. Anything else for Aries? Month of June. Yeah, I'm just getting that you feel like you're kind of out there on your own by yourself, trying to think it through on your own. You don't have to do that. That's what's also causing the imbalance that you're feeling. You're just gonna have to take some time out, Aries. Time out in June. That's yours. Time out in June. Anything else for Aries, month of June? Conflicts. Internal conflicts lead to external conflicts. Whenever I see this card, that's what I feel. Internal conflicts that lead to external. Something of, a spiritual nature. There she is right there in reverse, the High Priestess. Something of a spiritual nature. The spirit of the thing. See, this takes me back to the Queen of Cups, where your heart is. What was the heart of it? And what was the perception? And these two things reflect that as well. What's at the heart of it versus what did you think about it? And being able to separate the two, because you can be motivated by all kinds of things, right? And you can be motivated, to pay. What did they say? The path to hell is paved with good intentions. You can have good intentions and end up right in a fire. So you have to think about what your intentions were and what was going on behind it. But it is something. It's something that's conflicting with your spirit. So when you look at that, the things that have been accumulated, some of those things conflict with your spirit. That's the way to decipher and determine what it is you need to let go of and what you need to cut loose. There's your knife. Go ahead and use it. It's time to cut ties from the things that are not going to work for you anymore. That's okay, Aries. I love y'all. Y'all okay. I just don't want you sitting up there looking like this. I don't. Oh, Lord. So you got a few choices to make. This is just repeat, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You have an ideal. There that is. There's that ideal. that you had in your head, but here comes the Tower. That's when reality sets in, okay? So just continue to love yourself. This is coming in reverse. You need to remember the essence of your own fountain. Um and and don't put anything else out there. This is in reverse. Don't put anything else out there. Right now, you're a manifesting son of a gun. You're a manifesting son of a gun, Aries, but don't put anything else out there because it's coming. Okay? Just hold tight. Just hold tight. We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. That's good. Things are moving along. And then things will come together for you after that, Aries. So June, take a time out in June. Definitely do that for yourself. All right, let's look at these animals and see what these animals have to say. L'animal. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ah, a gull. Well, this doesn't look much like a gull, but I'm trying to see. It looks like a gull. Anyway, it is a gull. Now, what I know about gulls is, of course, they are water birds. They stay near the water. So, Aries, if you feel like you need to get a woosah, then you need to go to the water. Go near where water is. Now, don't crowd the beach, but do go to the water. Fountains are great places to be. Lakes, streams, small waterways, rivers, anything like that. The shower. Sometimes you can work with a shower, but you need to be near water. As it says here, a gull is a creature of the sea and the sky, symbolically links the lower earthly world with the upper world of the spirit. Remember I said it was something of a spiritual nature? So you can meditate on the gull, or if you're near water and you want to just go be near gulls, that'd be cool. I'm sure they would love to have you. We have the raven here, which also very spiritual, talking about flight. So we've got the gull and we have the crow for you in June, Aries, which tells me that you are connecting to the spirit realm. You are connecting to the spirit realm. There are things that you're going to be able to see in the spirit realm. And then there's things that you're going to be able to create from that space. I'm seeing all of that here with the crow energy. So if you're around crows, or if you find a lot of crows around you, that's what they're there to give you, the energy that you need to go forward with that. On the cards, it says the raven is frequently associated with powerful magic and omens. So this is actually a raven, but they're in the same family. Ravens, crows, and blue jays, they're all in the same family. So any of those birds that show up for you, around you, are there to give you their energy and their spirit. Pay attention to them. And we have Anansi, we have the spider. So the spider is about connectivity, being able to connect the dots, to connect to your spirit, and also to connect to the spirit realm. This is also a keeper of the crossroads. So a lot of crossroads work for you, Aries, in June. This is all spiritual. It's all spiritual. So I feel like either you're going to be a gateway keeper, or you are going to start to understand the gateways of the spiritual realm. And as you start to, as those downloads, as you guys call them, as they start to come through, then you're going to start paying attention to that, and you'll want to make a note of that. I don't know. Some of you guys might be journaling. Some of you might just keep it all locked in. But at any rate, the information that you're going to be getting right now is going to be very, very useful for you. And it is coming from spirit. So you have to know that that is happening for you, Aries, in June. Wow, what blessings. So at any rate, if you want to get a deeper dive, if you want to take a deeper dive, you can reach out to me. I'm at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.life. I'm also on Facebook. You can look for Wooing Nature on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you would like to take a look at the website and see what's out there and what we offer in addition to these monthly readings, you can do so by going to wooingnature.life. As always, I hope you have a great June. I and I hope you have a wonderful life.